Hey guys, it's poet and author Richard M. Knittle Jr. Doing a live reading tonight of several of some old ones and some new ones. I think what I'm going to do is probably, I think it's, let's see, Singing the Blues, A Million Shining Lights, Realization of Living All Alone, and the War. Singing the Blues is an older one. I think I wrote that about 3 years ago, and the War was in my first book, maybe. And my second book, probably the second book, Out of the Darkness, Poet's Journey. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'll wait a few more minutes because I know I said 8 o'clock. Not that a whole lot of people watch me or anything like that because I know I wouldn't. I mean, hell, jeez. Who wants to see an old man? Anyway, so let's see what's coming up. Anything coming up? Not that I can think of. I'm just going to keep doing some more live poetry, some more music coming out pretty soon. Just, this and that and the other thing. The fire kind of dampened a little bit of things, and it's okay. But what it did do, and I have to say this with all my heart, was bring a little bit of humanity back to me. People have been so wonderful, so nice. Writer's teacher and all them, just an amazing. It's been great. So, people are really stepping forward and helping us out. And I'm not a very good person to take charity, but it's something that, what did they say? They said, what you're doing when you say no is taking the blessings away from me. So to help you out. So, and then let's see what else. I think that's about all I got right now. So we're going to go ahead and go forward. This is called Singing the Blues. I'm so tired of always crying while inside of me it feels like I'm dying, while my heart keeps breaking and my soul's just singing the blues. My mind's always trying to find the reasoning within the understanding of why it is and how I can still be in love with a person like you, causing a crisis of confusion throughout my heart, mind, and soul, bringing the chaos of all my emotions that beyond my control, which explains why 1 second I'm laughing and 1 minute later I'm crying, never knowing which way I should go. I am now drowning in a pool of emotions with some I never even knew I had, and now I'm lost in the bed I made for two, wondering why it is that I cannot get over you. Then forget all about you and move on. So have a little mercy and just leave me alone. Do not write to me, come over, or even pick up the phone. I may be here in my head, but I'm not home. I cannot get you out of my head even after everything that you have done to me or even said. I just cannot forget about all the memories of our past, for I thought when we had said forever, that meant just that. And we would have a life together that would always and forever last, while on the floor, spinning round on this crazy life, while our souls still dance. That one's called Sing the Blues. Let's see what the next one is. So the next one is one that was pretty new. I don't think I've actually read it live. I'm getting behind a little bit. I'm trying to catch up, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. I think it's called, A Million Shining Lights. A million shining lights. As we were looking out the window at all the stars tonight, there must have been about 1 million shining lights from the reflection within her eyes. That's when I saw it, the brightest one of all, shooting across the sky so bright, a falling ember in the night. So I closed my eyes, thought real hard, took a deep breath as I made a wish, and when I opened up my eyes, you looked at me and smiled, so I said, "You want to know what I wish for, don't you?" Then you shook your head yes, so I smiled back at her and I said while I whispered ever so softly into your ear, "I want to stay the night right here next to you in this bed in your room, and right here I want to lay always through forever, making love every day to you, like we were leaving and never coming back home." Then when Monday morning comes around, the alarm going off, I'll call in sick with the flu, then pull all the sheets back up over me and you, then start making love to you again until we become one, deep down within our hearts, beating the same beautiful rhythm and a righteous melody of an undying love, along with the innocence of a truthful honesty, minds thinking as one yet separately, and our two souls dancing close together, holding on to one another among the stars and all the heavens above, never wavering in their love forevermore. And then when we're all done, we will stare into each other's eyes and do it all over again. That one is called Million Shining Stars. Let's see what we got. Maybe one day I'll remember all, the 3,000 and something poems that I've actually written. That was just the poetry. It doesn't count the quotes or anything else, something like that. Kind of crazy. So this one's called Realization of Living Alone. My friend, lover, family, muse, and more, I bid you adieu, and Godspeed in your new journey. And may your path be pure and poetry fill your heart, and all the ink that I've ever written for you flow freely like your wild soul. Before you go, I just needed you to know that you have been the light in my life of darkness, the joy in a life that has none. I am so very blessed for the moments in time that God had allowed us, but I do honestly understand why you feel that you must leave. You see, my life today now seems as if it's missing something very important in it, like the beating of my heart. As sadness now has taken full control, as little pieces of it are lost every day, causing it to slowly start to fall apart, and the pain now has become so unbearable that I just sometimes want to take a knife and cut it out. While all the memories of my painful past play over and over, constantly never ending without a stopping, like it's nothing more than a broken record as it begins to skip between the scenes of my memories from start to end, moving forward and then backwards, and then as the quiet echoes of our lost laughter bounce back and forth off the walls and ceilings throughout my mind, and the teardrops begin to fall down around me like a bad winter storm, bringing with it sorrow and regret like raging floodwaters to wash away all that I ever was. And then it's getting colder as the winds of change blow in and the pouring rain turns to hail to destroy who it is I am right now, today. As I look at what I have accomplished in my life, I find myself standing at the precipice of greatness, yet hanging off the edge of insanity while all of my lifelong dreams have been slowly dying for many agonizing days and nights, have been taken over by the frightening nightmares of a realization of living all alone in such a lost and broken world that is so full of violence and anger where hate has become the king, causing love to become nothing more than a four-letter word that nobody has time for or even really believes in anyways anymore. So even if you move on with your life further away from mine, all those feelings that we shared between us are now starting to fade away. And I know you in your mind can see me as I am digging a 6-foot hole in which I shall bury both of our secrets that we hold that no one shall ever know. While throwing flowers on the ground and kneeling when the casket comes around, holding the remains of our love that used to be, for when someone stops loving you, a part of their soul dies away. And when you end a friendship, one like ours, it feels as if I too have died, along with the wish from a falling star which shall never see the light of day. And as I lay here in the ink-black darkness, surrounded by the many questions which now bind me to the answers of which I will never know, your name shall be the last breath I will ever take. That one is called The Realization of Living All Alone. And then the last one I'll go ahead and do tonight is called The War. I wrote this, not too long, I'm going to say about 4 years ago. It's in the dark time of my life. And I just finished it. It was never really truly finished when I actually published it because I didn't like the way I ended it. So actually, over the last few days, I went back, cleaned it up, and this is how I originally wanted it to end. So this one's called The War. In our lives that we all live at one time or another, we will become addicted to something or someone at least one time. It is that single battle that will decide the path we take until the end. Please, I ask you, if you know an addict or are one yourself, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, you or we, or yes, that is myself included, are the only ones who are able to find it. You can have 1 million people fighting for you on your side, but you yourself are the only one who can decide your fate. My war still continues to this day. The war. Every person who is born on this earth has demons that live inside. It is a constant battle through our life that we must fight just to stay alive. Every decision that we make is something that we ourselves control. So choose wisely and with just cause, because they battle us for our soul. The war between both good and evil, just so you can understand, is with good and God and the angels above and the evil that is born from man. This war was started a long time ago, before man's time had first begun, when God and the angels cast Satan out, so then he cursed all of man from within. Our conscience is the difference. It's supposed to know right from wrong. But with so many daily temptations that are thrown at us, our demons have grown more strong. Our inner demons grow in strength with every bad choice or decision we make. But addiction, the evil that has no cure, is now that our demons escape. Causing the coming and destruction of mankind is unlike anything man has ever known, while taking away everything and everyone, then leaving our children alone with no homes. Unfortunately, however, this war we fight will more than likely never end, as the darkness grows stronger every single day. You ask how I know this? Well, I'll tell you, because I fought my own demons for many years as they battled me to escape, and I finally beat those demons, the ones who lived deep down inside. Fighting them hand to hand, to tell you the truth, I nearly died. But then with no hope left, I prayed hard to anyone who could hear my cries. So a hand reached down from out of the skies to help me to my feet, armed me with the weapons of love and hope, piercing their evil with my sword of light, casting those demons straight back to hell with the strength of 1,000 angels. Given to me as a gift from he who lives in heaven, as God fought with me right there by my side. You see, the battles and the wars we all fight against the demons, it's getting harder to fight every single day. Because the darkness, it will never leave, for the demons are here to stay. That is the war. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I love doing this. It's fun for me. It gives me some relief from just writing and stuff like that. I've been really busy with work. Then we had the fire with the home, and with Ryder in school. Now I'm becoming the soccer coach, Coach Knittle there. That sounds really funny. I never thought I'd hear that in a breath. I'm having a lot of fun. We're called the Springtown Tigers. And I will be doing live. We'll post it live on Facebook Live, like we did with the last game with Riders basketball. It's going to be a fun. We got some good kids on that team. I think it's going to be a blast. I love soccer. I think it's going to be fun. Ryder that's his favorite sport so far. So let's see what else. I think that's it. But I'll be around sometime this weekend to do some more, and hope you guys enjoy it. I love you very much. Peace, poetry, and love. Bye.